Hello everyone, my name is Ryan, and today on the bench we have a Yema Raleigh watch. And this watch is not a very simple repair because it is having a very special caliber, the caliber ESA 900-231, who is a caliber who has defaults and who is having a little bit problems. So the problem with this one is that already the digital part is not running, and the hands actually have a problem. So they're gonna run for like maybe 3 days, and after they're going to completely stop. So we're going to try to solve this problem into this video, trying to make a little service out of it, and hopefully that the watch will run, because it's a watch who has a default since the came out of this watch, and so finding parts is very hard. And luckily I have a few parts that I have that I can try to use for repairing this digital part. So I'm gonna be honest with you, I'm going to try to repair it, but I'm not gonna be in the way of repairing it at 100%, just like the hands are running so it can give me the time, because I don't care so much of the digital part if it's working or not. I don't care so much. The moment that the hands are running, that's good for me. Really, that's going to do me the job. So now that I've told everything that I wanted to do, let's get started. So first thing that we're going to do is that we're going to remove the strap. So because it's a very sensitive strap, and I don't want to break it because those are vintage and pretty hard to find. So we're going to open up the strap so we can have access to the movement of the watch. So here we go. I use some wooden tools so it's not going to give any scratches to the watch, and it's pretty useful. So for everything, maybe for cleaning like the small parts of the watch, or even for picking up some parts. Like, it's very useful, those wooden tools. So let's open it and we're going to see. Because I know that I am the first one to do those ESA watch repairs on YouTube. I've tried to look through other videos, and I didn't see so much persons. Like, it was more like caliber replacements, or I've seen up a short of a Breitling Pluton 2100. It was like a short of a restoration, but you couldn't see all of it. But in this video, we're going to see all of the restoration, so you can see how I remove the parts and everything. So here we go. So first thing we're going to do is remove the battery, because of course we don't need any power in it. So let's go do this. So I take up the little plate. And those parts are very useful. So every single part in this watch is very useful to do contact. So we got to be careful with those inserts and blah that I just removed, because they're very sensitive. We remove the battery, and I think that the battery was pretty empty, so it didn't have so much battery. But I know that this watch, I've changed a lot of times the battery, but it's a default, so the battery is being used lots of times. So let's go see. What do we have else? So we're going to start by removing this bridge, so the metal bridge who is holding the motherboard of the quartz. So let's go do this. So you see it's going to be held by a small little screw, and normally we can have access to most of it. So let's go see. Oh, okay. So first we're going to take out the case. I really like it. It's looking like a Speedmaster a little bit. That's a pretty nice case. So, okay, first I was going to forget. I think we're going to remove the hands. So let's get started. So the hands, actually, I see that one of them is damaged, but I'm not going to touch it because I don't know how to use so much the tritium into those watches. So, I'm not going to try to repair the hands. And also the dial, you cannot see it very correctly into the video, but it is very damaged. Like, I don't know, it's maybe the humidity who went into it and who damaged it. So yeah, that's a lot of moisture and of years who passed through this dial, and the dial was really beat. So okay, now that we've removed the hands, we can try to remove the dial. Okay, so there is like some little places who are done for taking off the dial, but it's not like screwed or attached correctly. Like, it's some sort of metal pinions who are holding the dial. And you got to be very careful because it's pretty sensitive. So here we go. I've removed it successfully, but the dial is really beautiful. Even if it's a little bit off, it's okay, you're not even going to notice it because it's pretty clean. Oh, so okay, I actually seen that it's missing a piece actually who's on the center wheel, and it is missing. So after I have to have a look to this, so on the hour wheel, it's missing. Okay, so here, the only thing that I've done on this, because it's a watch that I didn't touch so much, it was just cleaning a little bit of oxidation and a little bit of the motherboard, that's all, but I didn't touch this much. This is the watch that I've had successfully repaired. It was a nice Breitling. I've done a video already on the channel, you can have a look, but I didn't done a restoration video, it was just a video where I showed it, but yeah. So actually this movement holder is a little bit like, a little bit benchy, but I think it's going to do the trick even for holding the caliber and everything. Yeah, it's a little bit, it's not holding very well, but that's okay. It's not very disturbing because it is a pretty solid caliber, so it's not going to move that much. So I'm removing the screws for holding the board. So I'm trying to get it to be a little bit slowly, so that's pretty easy for the moment, But the problem with these calibers is like the defaults who were originally onto those watches and used by Tag Heuer, Breitling, Yema, and many other brands used those calibers, but they had all issues. And some of these watches, you can find them in working condition for some, like the Breitling Golden I showed you. Some of them are worth between $2,000 to $3,000, so that's crazy. But if it's not working, you can find them around $500 to $1,000. So in every case, it's crazy to think like the price is so high then it's working. But yeah, so let's go back to our Yema watch. So I'm removing the metal board, and here we go, we have access. So you see this little board who is very thin, like a piece of paper. Actually, it's this who is doing the contact with the hands, and the hands of the watch are moving with this. And if it is teared or not working, like imagine your watch, the hands are not running, this could be the principal issue of it. So yeah, that could be one of the issues. So I'm installing a brand new screen into the movement. So you're going to see this watch reparation is pretty easy. Then you have the parts, but then you don't have them. It's very hard. So I'm putting the board, the screen, the digital screen. I'm putting the new motherboard because this one is coming from an ESA 900-911, the alternative, compared to the ESA 900-231, who doesn't have the alarm function. So I'm assuring myself that everything is good, all the contacts are in good position, and if everything is good, I can put up back the metal plate and screw it. So now I'm installing back all of the parts and screwing them back up, and hopefully that this watch will run back. That's what I hope. But like it's going, it's pretty good. There's no like surprises or whatever. But that this caliber, if you want to buy one of these watches for after reselling it, it's the worst move that you can do, because those watches can have lots of defaults. The guy that you can sell it, imagine you sell it online, the guy's going to say, oh, there's a default with it, it's not working and whatever. And some guys, they're a little bit stupid guys, they're buying the watch who's working after they're saying it's not working, so they're sending it back to you and they replace the caliber. And you got to be very careful, because those calibers are pretty easy to replace, and a lot of persons are playing a little bit with that. So here's the battery. So I'm going to change it, and we're going to see if I can find up a new battery that I can install in it. So let me see. Okay, I found one. This one must be doing the trick. So here we go. That will be the moment of truth. So we're going to know if the watch is running or not. So let's go see. So I'm crossing my fingers on this moment, because if it is running, that would be a success, and I can wear this watch every day without any pressure. But we're gonna see. And oh, I do see the numbers on it. Of course, it is not the correct numbers, but it is working. Yeah, even the buttons are working and everything. That's pretty good. So yeah, that's not so much what I care about. Me, it's more the hands and everything. So we're gonna test them after next to my Breitling, of course, to check in a time lapse. But now we're going to install back everything in place, so assure yourself that the watch is running perfectly. So it was missing a part, so the part who was on top of the hour wheel. So I'm going to try to see in my stock if I do have the piece, and that will be an opportunity to you to see my stock. So this is my stock. So you see that I do have a lot of calibers. Maybe for sure I must be having the part. Where is it? I'm going to see. So let's have a look. And I was right. I found it inside this box. Let me pick it up. Here we go. We got the parts, so that's good. It's always good to have a stock of parts, and those calibers, some stocks like this are worth around $1,000 to $2,000, and you're gonna say that's insane. But the problem, actually, those calibers are so much sick for that. Some persons are ready to pay thousands of dollars just for having one of these stocks. But yeah, I'm lucky that I've created the stock. I think that's like around 2 years that I've been accumulating the stock and buying some watches. Even if they were not working, I was just buying them so I can have a stock of parts. So yeah, I've installed back the dial. It is looking good. So I'm using a little bit of Rodico to remove the little parts of dust and everything. And you can see that the numbers are going a little bit random on the dial, but that's not what I was looking for. I was looking for the hands to run, so we're going to see if it's running. Hopefully, yes. But I don't care so much of the numbers. They're going crazy, but I don't care at all. So let's go put back the hands. I'm putting the minute hand, so the final hand. I'm putting it, trying to center it correctly, so it's good. Now I press it, and voila. That is done. So the hands are perfectly in place. It's looking pretty good. Of course, the numbers are going random, but I don't care so much. Like I've told you, if the watch is keeping an accurate time, that's good. So now let's go assemble back the watch, and it is looking pretty good. So I'm going to put back, first off, I'm going to put up back the insert, the black insert. You got to be very careful, but because they're very sensitive, and for finding a new one, trust me, that won't be easy. Putting back the crown, everything is going good. So yeah, that's good. So before I close the case back, the most issues on it is the motherboard or the quartz circuit, like the board who is like a piece of paper. Those are the most default, so you can see it. You can tell that it is very sensitive. So if the hands are not running, that is the problem. And if the digital part is not running, it's the motherboard who is broken. In the most cases, because if you're the little tick, that means that the part is still running, so the part of the hands. So yeah, whatever, let's go put back the case. So I'm screwing back the case, and we're gonna check the times to see if it is keeping time or if it's having defaults, but normally it must be good. So I'm taking my Breitling. You can check the video of it, but it's a short, it's not a video, but this is a watch that I've repaired. It was the first one I've repaired. So if you have maybe a ESA watch that you want to repair, I am your guy. I can repair it for you. If you're in Europe, I can repair it. But if you're in the US, sorry, that's a little bit too far from where I'm living, so I can't repair it. So if you have a little watch like this that you want to repair, don't hesitate. Contact me on Instagram, and I can have a look to repair it. So great, let's go put it on time, and we're going to see if the watch is keeping time or if it is having time issues. So I think I'm good. Yeah, let's go. We're good. I think I've I didn't set it correctly. I like maybe 1 minute, but that's not a problem. So I'm gonna leave you on the time lapse and we're gonna see if the watch is running. So see you soon. So good. So guys, thank you so much for watching this video. I'm so happy that this yema turned working and then that is keeping a perfect time. Maybe I'll take you update on the next video, so I'll be sure that the watch is perfectly on time, but it was looking on time. I've led I think 20-25 minutes, something like this, and it was pretty good. It kept correctly the time. So thank you so much for watching this video. I hope to see you soon in the next video. Be sure to subscribe. I'm trying to reach out 500 subscribers on this channel. And thank you so much for watching. Be sure to leave a comment on what you think on this video and if you liked the video. That was Ryan, guys. See you soon.